Hi everyone, I'm Nick and I'm welcoming everyone to our Red Pitaya Gen 2 launch webinar, built for industry, engineered for innovation. In the next 20 to 30 minutes, I will do a short recap of our Gen 2 launch, tell you what is new and interesting, and everything you need to know if you're planning to transition to the new model of hardware. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please feel free to use the live chat option down below, and our technical expert Miha is happy to answer. If you are new to Red Pitaya, just very short, Red Pitaya, it's a compact electronics board that combines a small computer ARM processor with an FPGA and fast analog digital inputs and outputs. It's designed to be very practical, so engineers, scientists, students, hobbyists can use it like many lab instruments all in one box, or customize it by programming it because it is an open source platform. And this way they can build completely new instruments. So whether you're deploying Red Pitaya in an industrial environment or maybe using it for advanced research, reliability and flexibility are key to the long-term success. With the Gen 2, we have completely redesigned the board from the ground up, guided by our valuable customer feedback. The new design retains the trusted Zinc FPGA, the ADC, the DAC, and all the major interfaces to ensure seamless backward compatibility for both product integrators and public community projects. It delivers enhanced signal acquisition and generation, more DDR memory and processing power, and of course, modern USB Type-C connectivity, all to unlock even greater performance and flexibility. The new Gen 2 will come in 3 hardware flavors: Gen 2, Pro Gen 2, and Pro Z7020 Gen 2. They will all be named STEMLab 12514 from the 125 megasamples per second and 14 the resolution of the ADCs, but with the name terminations like I mentioned, Gen 2, Pro Gen 2, and Pro Z7020 Gen 2. Okay, so here is what is new for the Gen 2. We have a totally redesigned front-end. This brings improved SFDR performance, spurious-free dynamic range, and also the much asked for improved crosstalk between the input channels. We have updated connectors for the power and the serial console from the traditional micro USB to the USB Type-C. And also we have now doubled the output voltage range in high impedance mode, and now it is 2 volts compared to the 1 volt for the original ports. In addition to these improvements, the Pro Gen 2 will feature much easier external clock selection. If in the past you had to modify 2 resistors on the board to move them in order to change the clock path signal, path, or you could also buy the board already modified from our web shop. Now it is as simple as driving a digital pin up or down to select the clock source. Then you have multi-board or multi-channel synchronization. It's also possible, and instead of the old SATA connectors, the new boards will have USB Type-C. This feature, however, will be missing on the non-Pro versions of the boards, because this way we can offer a much more affordable model to the users that don't need such a feature. And also on the Pro versions, there is an all-new additional E3 connector with access to eMMC, QSPI, and Watchdog microcontroller. And now, if we are to talk about the most fully featured version, the Pro Z7020 Gen 2, it will have everything I mentioned so far, plus a bigger FPGA like the name suggests. The Z7020 family, it's an FPGA with 3 times more logic gates compared to the traditional 7010 we have used in previous models, allowing for a lot more mathematical implementations of signal processing that can be ran in real time on the board. We will have even more fast digital I/O pins compared to the original boards. It's a jump from 16 pins to 22 pins. We will have double the RAM, so 1 gigabyte compared to 512 megabytes, And on the E3 connector, on this hardware version, there is also a gigabyte bus to the FPGA. So it's 16 pins grouped in 8 LVDS differential pair lines. This is it. So some of you may have already heard the good news. The availability will start with the fully featured models first. This is what our beta testers group already had on their hands to play with, and they gave us great feedback before this launch. And I want to add just a few words to help users that are thinking to migrate to Gen 2 from the original boards. And for this purpose, we even made a clear product transition guide that shows exactly which Gen 2 boards supersede the original STEMLab 12514 family. And this should be able you should be able to find it very simply on the blog section. About this new E3 connector, we will also be releasing an add-on module for it. And this QSPI eMMC module expands the capabilities of the Red Pitaya Gen 2 device with quite a few things. We have onboard power management, dual boot media support, and extra high-speed I/O, making it ideal for demanding continuous operations. This compact add-on will enable secure boot with reliable power control and robust system interfacing, helping you build a stable and flexible embedded system with your Red Pitaya. The key features, like I mentioned, secure boot via QSPI and eMMC with a simple SD or eMMC media selection. Then we have integrated power management with a single button startup and safe shutdown. And the onboard STM32 MCU will handle the watchdog timer, the boot media switching, and the power up. Also on this add-on module, you will have the 8 differential pairs grouped in 16 digital I/O grouped in 8 pairs for the high-speed FPGA interfacing. And everything will be fully open source with Arduino C++ firmware open for customization. The module will be able to be powered directly from the Red Pitaya, so we'll not need an external power supply for it. And as I mentioned, this module will be compatible with the Pro Gen 2 and the Pro Z7020 Gen 2. Lastly, I would like to mention what is coming next down the timeline. So this October of 2025 is the actual launch of the Pro Gen 2 and Pro Z7020 Gen 2. Next, in December, we will have the end of life for the traditional boards, the STEMLab 12514 low noise, the external clock, and the Z7020 low noise. Then, in 2026, we will launch the STEMLab 12514 Gen 2, the basic model. And finally, 1 year later, in 2027, we will have a complete phase out of the original STEMLab boards, and only the Gen 2 models will be available. So I hope everyone is excited about the new changes as we are here, and I'm really looking forward to find what new interesting projects will be done, taking advantage of the new features, of course. And if you're interested too, please keep an eye on our blog or subscribe to our newsletter to find out the latest projects. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope this answered most of your questions, but if you have more, just make sure to let us know at info@redpitaya.com. Have a great day and good luck with your projects.